Hi, everyone. I'm here with Peter Smith, the head men's tennis coach of the University of Southern California. Peter, first question, what is it like to win a national championship?
You think of the best thing that could ever happen to you. For me, it was like the birth of my kids. It's that good. And the greatest thing about that is when you watch the NBA, when you watch Kobe win it, LeBron, they have that smile. You know exactly how they feel. It's an explosion in your brain.
Okay, and how did you win 4 in a row?
Yeah, that's a great question. Every season was just different, and you never it's never about trying to win next year. It's just trying to win the year you're doing it. But we had great leadership. We had great talent. We had guys that absolutely bought into what I was saying. So the captains and the coaches were on the same page. And that's the only way you can get it done.
So give us a little update. It was Steve Johnson, could have been one of the greatest players of all time, and Daniel Gwynn were your leadership for 4 years, and they won a lot of college matches for you. How are they doing now, and what effect, obviously, did they have on those 4 championships?
Well, I mean, this year was so hard because we didn't have them. And our guys had to learn how to become leaders because they were such leaders. I'd throw Robert Farah in there too as College Player of the Year. Right now, they're on the Pro Tour. Daniel just won 2 15,000 futures in Korea, back-to-back, so he's right around top 400. Steve is about 130 in the world. He just won his first round today in the qualifying at the French Open. So they're doing great things, and you need great people. And they were 2 of the best, 3 of the best with Robert.
Steve Johnson, what can he mean to American tennis?
I think he's very important for us. He's very important for American tennis. He's very important for college tennis. He's just the greatest kid. He's just a normal kid that wants to watch sports and do just all the normal things. But he's got a golden right arm, and we're hoping he feels comfortable in the next level. When he's comfortable, he's the ultimate competitor.
Talk a little bit about coaching on the court, which is different in college tennis than it is in the juniors or in the pro circuit, and what type of an effect you can have on the players during the match.
I think the college coach can make a 5 to 10% difference in a match, but that 5 to 10% difference in a close match is the match. And, coaching on court is an extension of practice, and it's an extension of your relationship. So if you're having a great relationship in practice, having a great relationship off the court, that extends to on the court. And, it's just being out there with being a leader, being a friend. You're so many different roles there. I mean, last year in the NCAA finals, I tried each set. I was a completely different role. And I got it right in the 3rd set. So helped him a little bit.
You talked yesterday about how the pressure builds as the tournament goes along. How do you keep your players calm as you get to the quarters, semis, and the finals?
You just keep trying to take pressure off them. Because in today's world with Facebook, Snapchat, what are all these things? Twitter, I mean, they're getting bombarded. And, you have to paint a little different picture than everybody else is, because everyone's saying this is it, this is it, this is it. Well, it's really, in the end, it's just another tennis match, and you've got to convince yourself of that.
You hear all this talk about the SEC being the strongest conference every year, but yet the history books favor the California schools. Why is that?
I think in the end, the best team wins. That's what I always tell my guys. When you're at the NCAA tournament, everybody's playing their best tennis. So it's the toughest and the best. Historically, the West Coast has had the talent. And, we kind of, us and UCLA go at it. Stanford's been in there, and we beat each other up a little bit. So we're used to that. I mean, the SEC is very tough. But, I think in the end, we're the best.
What can college tennis do to help American tennis? American tennis is looking for a champion. Obviously, we talked a little bit about Steve, but how can college tennis be a springboard to the pros?
We turn boys into men, and we turn them into men in the best environment, in an academic team environment. There can be no better environment. I feel very strongly about that. having 16, 17, 18, 19-year-olds living and growing up on the future challenger level, it's not where I want my son to grow up. That's not where I want the future champion to grow up. So I really think that we can teach them the right characteristics to be the best tennis player. And, that's why I want the best players going to college.
Last question, Peter. There's been a lot of talk about the college tennis format. If you were the commissioner of college tennis, what format would you choose?
I'd play no ad for doubles, and I'd play 2 out of 3 sets for singles. It's really a tough one. I just hope we keep experimenting.
Singles first?
Singles first.
Okay, there you have it. Peter Smith, University of Southern California.